Hello, everybody in YouTube land. I want to thank you for joining me for this video. This is part of a new series that I'm starting up related to how to optimize Rashid combos. So what I'm going to be doing in this series is I'm going to be looking through comprehensively all types of combos that I've been doing with Rashid for the last couple of years that end up being in my highlight videos. And what I'm basically going to be doing is it's going to be a review with an eye toward showing people an answer to a simple question. Is it an optimal combo that you see in some of these videos that's worthy of doing in a ranked session? Or is it more of a swag combo that you could use to style on people? Ranked is primarily about, in terms of success in ranked above 1500 MR, it's about really three things. Number one, how optimal are the combo routes that you're doing, and could they be more optimal? Number two, how well do you react and adjust to your opponent's actions? And number three, who makes the fewest mistakes? And whoever makes the fewest mistakes is probably going to win. So what this video is doing is it's going to help you distinguish between stuff that you might see on my channel that really sort of looks cool, but is not necessarily the most optimal. And it would be the kind of stuff that if you're just looking to have fun with the game, that you might want to be doing in casuals or Battle Hub or with your friends or in a custom room or something, versus the stuff that you'd actually want to do in a ranked session where you can optimize the character, and because you're getting more damage and you're less likely to be making mistakes, you'll be more likely to actually climb ranked easily. So hopefully this video is helpful. If you like what you see here, feel free to give it a like. If you're not subscribed and you want to, feel free to subscribe, and we will just jump into it. So we're going to be focusing for the first video in this series on which combos are most optimal with regards to corner juggle. So there are these various corner combos that require a lot of meter. They're meter heavy combos, but they actually do quite a bit of damage. And let's just say, for the sake of consistency here, that we're talking about combos, as you can see here, that would be let's say you got a corner carry combo that finishes with a medium mixer, right? It could be like, let's say, a target combo into an EX Cyclone into the run kicks into a medium mixer. And let's just say, for the sake of consistency, that your setup for the new combo would be a heavy Cyclone, right? Into back and kick into the overhead double punches. And then you're going to do target combo, EX Cyclone, EX Mixer, right? Now, what you're noticing with a lot of these optimal combos in the corner, what we'll talk about with optimal combos, is that, like, they may involve a 1 or 2 frame, execution for the down and heavy punch at the end. And what'll happen is you'll get a ground bounce. If you get the proper ground bounce, you can continue the combo after into various things. So as you can see here, the EX Cyclone into the EX Mixer, into the medium Sky High, into the down and heavy punch. You can do a medium mixer after into a level 1. And you're going to net about 38.5% damage there. Now, another one of these ground bounces with the 1 to 2 frame connector, and it's 2 frames if you do the medium Sky High. The other one is you can do down heavy punch into light Eagle Spike into level 3. And for that one, you're going to get about 53% damage. Okay, so what's the issue with these two combos? Well, the issue with these two combos, realistically, is that I'm going to call it here. These two combos, although you see a lot of pros doing them, and you see a lot of people talking about how cool they are, because they're really hard to do, because you've got only 1 or 2 frames, depending on if you do the light high Sky High or the medium Sky High. You've only got 1 or 2 frames to make the connection, so they're really, really hard in terms of difficulty, but they do get you a few extra % damage compared to alternative routes. So I'm going to go ahead and call it right here, though, and say that these are swag combos. These are not optimal combos in the sense with ranked that you want to be trying to do these regularly, and the reason why is because they're really hard to do. It's really easy to miss these combos. And what you'll find is that probably, if you're not a pro player, most of the time you'll be missing the down and heavy punch on these. So you're just throwing away tons of damage, and maybe trying to go into the later part of a combo, like the medium mixer there and missing it and then putting yourself open for damage. So these combos, while they are technically optimal in terms of the amount of damage, the likelihood of actually landing them is pretty low. So, or at least not as great as the other route I'm going to show you. So something can be more optimal in terms of damage, but less optimal in terms of likelihood of landing it, to the point where I don't actually recommend these if you're not playing a casual match or like a custom room or something, where it doesn't really matter if you don't connect on them, you're just having fun. So the alternative route that I would suggest with these combos is to do your same finisher, right? The medium mixer, let's say here, for the sake of consistency, into the heavy cyclone, and then do your EX cyclone into EX mixer. Do your medium sky high, and just do a medium punch there, as you can see. Just do the medium punch. And then you can go straight into the level 1. Okay, and what kind of damage are you going to get there? You're going to get 35.9% damage. Is it as good as 38.5% with a ground bounce? No, it's a 2.6% difference. But the difference is that if you try to go into this ground bounce combo and you don't have a lot of wiggle room, if you make an error and you try to do the medium mixer after and you screw it up, you're just going to get lit up. So I would say in this case, it's technically, in my opinion, more effective to do the easier combo if you're going to land it every time than if you're going to be doing a combo where you're going to be missing it half the time, or even more, 75% of the time, because the difference of the extra 2.6% damage is not worth it if you're going to get lit up or if you're just not going to connect. Okay, similarly, for the setup here, if you're doing the X Cyclone into the X Mixer, the medium sky high into the medium punch, the level 3 is going to net you about 50.9% damage here. That's different than the ground bounce of a difference of 2.1%. Is it technically better to do the ground bounce? Yeah, but you better be landing it every time. And unless you're a pro player, and even pro players don't get it every time. The difference is the difference of consistency. You're going to be doing volume and ranked. So it's better, in my opinion, to go for the 51% damage combo that's really easy to do than the 53% combo that's really hard to do. And you could be missing it a third, half, 3/4 of the time, depending on how consistent you are. With that in mind, there are a couple of these other juggle combos that are actually pretty good too, even if they don't get you as much damage as the ground bounce combos. I think they end up being more valuable, and so I'm going to call it here again with these combos. These are, in my opinion, the more optimal combos, not because they're getting you more damage, but because they are getting you more consistency in landing the damage, and the damage is good enough because it's only a few percentage points less. So, let's say you've got your medium mixer start up again into the heavy cyclone. You've got your EX cyclone into the EX mixer. And then you do the delay, right? The delay as they come down. Forward medium punch, medium mixer into level 1. And you're going to get 35.5% damage there. Is it as good with the ground bounce as 38.5%? No, it's a 3% difference. But you're going to be likely to land it every time as compared to struggling with the other one. So I think if you're in a ranked session, this is actually the safe route to go. Similarly, if you want to do a level 3, right, off the same setup, you've got your EX Cyclone into your EX Mixer. You can do your forward medium punch cancel into light eagle spike into level 3. You are going to get 51.5% damage here as opposed to 53%. It's a 1.5% difference in damage compared to the ground bounce, and you're going to be likely to land this one every time. So in my opinion, if you're doing ranked, this is a much better route to go because of the consistency of landing it, and you're going to be getting your guaranteed damage every time instead of going for the extra 1.5% damage and risking not landing it over and over and over. So I want to thank everybody for watching. I was told by one of my viewers that for a lot of Rashid players already familiar with a lot of the setups for these combos, so instead of walking you through step by step every single button, we could just sort of try and speed them up a little bit. So what I did in that sense was try to sort of go through these combos a little bit more quickly and cut out about half the time out of the video guide. So this is about an 8 or so minute video instead of 15 to 20 minutes. So hopefully this all was helpful, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.